Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Network. We on top of our game. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show, Monday, August 8th, 2022. We have a big show for you guys today. Break down today's slate of games in Major League Baseball. Just checking the sound real quick. No, we'll break down today's slate of game, Major League Baseball. Maybe look at some NFL futures. If you're a baseball fan, you got Little League Baseball on right now. It's always fun to watch. It'll be on ESPN all day today. If you're in Indiana, the team from Indiana plays tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. But I want to thank everybody for joining us. We're live Monday through Friday, usually at 3 p.m. Eastern. We was running a little late today because my other show, my afternoon show on the ASAP Sports Network, ran a little bit later. But we're live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. You can also find us live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the ASAP Sports Network. Please hit that subscribe button, like and follow buttons on YouTube, Facebook pages for both networks, at Gonzo Sports Room and at the ASAP Sports Network. We also have a sports talk show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern, Gonzo and the Judge Sports Talk, presented by GSR. You can find it live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. And you can also find it live on YouTube at the Sports Judge. I also do a afternoon show on the ASAP Sports Network, 1 p.m. Eastern. We have the ASAP Afternoon Blitz. Come join us for that. Always a great time. Usually have 3 or 4 other guys on there for that with me. We also do pro wrestling. Speaking of pro wrestling, we'll be airing 2 pro wrestling shows that we've done a live commentary on over the weekend. We usually stream them live, but we didn't have good internet, so we're going to air them live tonight on our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch channels. We're going to air DCCW Soul Fest 2022, which was live from the Anderson, Indiana Soul Fest. It, features the Pope Elijah Burke. We're gonna air it at 6 PM Eastern tonight, and then at 8 PM Eastern tonight, we're gonna air DCCW's, Jordan's Fight for a Cure, which took place yesterday. The Pope Elijah Burke is also on that card. It was both of them were real good shows. I thought yesterday's was a phenomenal show. Make sure you tune in tonight live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at 6 and 8 PM for that. Uh, but all right, let's get ready to jump into some of the games here. How's it going, Mickey? Thanks for joining us. All right, we'll start off with the first game. Starts at 7:06 PM Eastern time tonight. You have the Toronto Blue Jays at the Baltimore Orioles. Uh, the Blue Jays are 1.5 run favorites in this game on the road, and they're minus 136 on the money line. The Orioles are plus 116 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 9.5 runs. The Blue Jays are 60 and 48 on the season. They are 26 and 27 on the road. They are hitting 264 as a team and have a 3.87 team ERA on the season. The Blue Jays will have Kikuchi on the mound tonight, who has a 4-5 record on the season and a 4.86 ERA. The Blue Jays are 2-3 over the last 5 games. They split a series with the Twins over the weekend. Baltimore Orioles are 56 and 52, 31 and 21 at home, hitting 236 as a team on the season and have a team ERA of 3.88. They will have Lyles on the mound. Lyles has a record of 8 and 8 on the season and a 4.40 ERA. The Orioles are 4 and 1 over their last 5 games. They won a series over the Pirates over the weekend. Blue Jays got hot coming out of the All-Star break. Uh, Lost a couple games here and there, but been playing pretty good baseball. The Orioles were playing real good ball going into the break. Then they traded Mancini and a couple other players that really surprised me. I thought they might be buyers at the trade deadline, and they were more sellers. So it kind of surprised me there because they're right. Both these teams are in the mix for the wild card. Uh, I think it's going to be a real good game tonight. Uh, I like the Baltimore Orioles at home uh, on as home dogs at the plus 116 on the money line. Next game we have is the Cincinnati Reds at the New York Mets. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites at home. They are minus 350 on the money line. The Reds are plus 280 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 9 runs. This is a game between two teams that are going in totally different directions. The Mets are looking like a team that can make a deep playoff run and maybe even the World Series run. The Reds had a terrible start to the season. Since then, I've been playing good baseball, but then at the trade deadline, even started selling more of their pieces. Got rid of their 2 of their best pitchers in Castillo and Malley. Got rid of Tyler Naquin. Then got rid of a guy who I thought should have been an all-star, who has been pounding the ball, Brandon Drury. But the Reds have been still been playing competitive ball without even getting rid of them guys. But the Mets are just a better team here. The Reds are 44 and 63 on the season, 20 and 31 on the road, hitting 239 as a team on the season and have a 4.98 team ERA. The Mets are 70 and 39 on the season, 35 and 18 at home. They're hitting 259 as a team and have a 3.60 ERA. They will have Bassett on the mound. He has an 8-7 record and a 3.61 ERA. The Reds are going to have Dunn on the mound making his season debut. So the Reds could get to their bullpen early, which is a problem because the Reds' bullpen struggles. Uh, I like them. I'm a big Reds fan, so this is a game I'm not going to pick because I don't pick against my team, and but I wouldn't recommend betting wise. If you're putting money on this game, I would not recommend putting money on the Reds here. I would actually lean toward the Mets at the minus 1.5 in this game. I just think the Mets have too much firepower right now for the Reds. Hey, how's it going, Eddie? Thanks for joining us. Oh, hey, no problem, man. Appreciate everybody joining us today. Next game we have is the Washington Nationals at the Chicago Cubs. The Nationals, or excuse me, the Cubs are 1.5 run favorites. They're minus 196 on the money line. The Nationals are plus 164 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 8 runs. These are two teams that are not very good this year at all. And the Nationals just traded away their best player in Juan Soto. The Cubs actually some people thought they would trade away Contreras and Happ at the trade deadline, and they end up them guys end up staying put. But the Nationals are 36 and 74 on the season, 19 and 34 at home, or excuse me, on the road. They're hitting 247 as a team and have a team ERA of 5.32 on the season. On the mound tonight for the Nationals will be Sanchez. He has an 0-4 record with a 7.65 ERA. The Cubs are 43 and 64 on the season, 22 and 33 at home. As a team, they're hitting 241 on the season and have a team ERA of 4.32. On the mound tonight for the Cubs is Thompson. He has an 8-5 record and a 3.48 ERA. The Nationals are 0-5 over their last 5 games. The Cubs are 2-3 over their last 5. Uh, Cubs have the better pitcher on the mound here. The Cubs are at home. Nationals are just a team that I think just are pretty dysfunctional team right now. So I like the Cubs here on the money line. I also like uh, the over the 8. I think both teams are going to score some runs in this game. So I like the over the 8 in this game as well. All right, next game we have is the Los Angeles Angels at the Oakland Athletics. This game starts at 9:41 p.m. Eastern Time, with the Athletics being 1.5 run favorites at home. They're minus 120 on the money line. The Angels are plus 102 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5 runs. These are two teams that have been struggling this season. The Angels have been disappointing. The Angels were a team at the beginning of the season that a lot of people had high hopes for to making a deep run in the playoffs and being a playoff team. They've had injuries, trouble with Trout. I think Otani had a little bit of issue earlier in the season. But the Angels just have had a lot of injuries they ain't been able to put together. They fired their coach manager already this season. And the Athletics have been a team that's not been able to put anything together. They struggle hitting the ball. But the Angels are 46 and 63 on the season, 22 and 31 on the road. As a team, they're hitting 229 on the season, have a team ERA of 3.94. They will have Suarez on the mound, who is 3-4 with a 4.55 ERA. For the Athletics, they are 41 and 68 on the season, 17 and 35 at home. They're hitting 216 as a team on the season, have a 4.28 ERA. Both these teams are 2-3 over their last 5 games. I like the Angels here. Uh, Irvin is a bit has been pitching better than Suarez, but the Athletics struggle to score runs. I look for the Angels to pick up a win here on the road tonight. Next game we have the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks are 1.5 run favorites. They are minus 245 on the money line. The Pirates are plus 200 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 8 runs. Real quick in the Angels and Athletics game, I do like the over the 7.5 in that game. The Pirates are 44 and 64 on the season. The Pirates have not had a good season at all. They are 20 and 35 on the road, hitting 221 as a team on the season, have a 4.56 team ERA. They will have Bede on the mound, who has a 1-1 record on the season with a 3.89 ERA. Pirates are 3-2 over their last 5 games. Diamondbacks have been up and down this season. There's times they've looked like they were going to be a decent team, and then they've struggled. They're 48 and 59 on the season, but not much better than Pirates record wise. 29-28 at home, hitting 227 as a team, and have a 4.18 team ERA on the season. They will have Gallen on the mound, who has a 6-2 record and a 3.31 ERA. I like the Diamondbacks here to win this game, but at minus 245, taking them on the money line is a little too steep. Uh, what I like in this game the most would be I would take the Arizona Diamondbacks minus the 1.5. All right. Before we move on to the next game, we're going to take a short commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Get ready. This summer, the Arena League Sports is on ASAP Network. Tune in live on either the Tiki Live or Roku app, as well as your smart home TV.
All right, welcome back to the show, Easy Money, a sports betting show, live here on the Gonzo Sports Room Network. You can find us live YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, 3 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, at Gonzo Sports Room, or on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the ASAP Sports Network. We also, like I said, we also do pro wrestling. We're going to be airing 2 pro wrestling shows tonight, one at 6 p.m., one at 8 p.m. Both of them feature the Pope, Elijah Burke, former WWE star, current NWA star. Come check those out tonight at Gonzo Sports Room on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Uh, First show starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. Second show will start at 8. Uh, Come join us for that. Also, don't forget to watch Gonzo and the Judge Sports Talk tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room, or on YouTube at the Sports Judge. All right, let's get back to today's Major League Baseball games. Next game we have is the San Francisco Giants at the San Diego Padres. The Padres are 1.5-run favorites at home. They're minus 190 on the money line. The Giants are plus 160 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5 runs. The Giants are 53-55 on the season, 24-28 on the road. As a team, they're hitting 235 or 234 on the season and have a 3.93 ERA. On the mound tonight for the Giants will be Wood. He has a 7-9 record and a 4.42 ERA. Giants are 2-3 over their last 5 games. Padres are 61-50 on the season, 31-23 at home. They're hitting 240 as a team on the season and have a team ERA at 3.81. On the mound for the Padres tonight is Snell. He has a 4-5 record with a 4.16 ERA. Both these teams have, to me, have struggled compared to what everybody thought they'd be at the beginning of the season. The Padres, some of that's been they lost Tatis Jr., some of the injuries they've had. The Giants have just not been as consistent as of a team as I thought they would be either. I think this is going to be a good game tonight. You have Snell on the mound for the Padres. Like I said, Wood on the mound. The Padres are 1-4 over their last 5 games. The Padres have really struggled coming out of the All-Star break and after the trade deadline, which to me is not a big cause for concern. I know some people it is because, oh, the Padres brought in Soto, they brought in Hader, they won the trade deadline, is what everybody was saying, and then they come out and they get swept by the Dodgers. I don't put too much stock in that series because it really don't matter right now because the Dodgers are going to win that division. The Padres are best they're going to do is probably a wild card. So what they just have to keep improving and improving their team chemistry and stuff as they're heading toward the playoffs. So I'm not real worried about the Padres in that sense. I don't put a lot of stock into that series over the weekend. I do like the Padres in this game tonight over the San Francisco Giants. I think the Padres are going to get back to hitting the ball. And yes, Eddie, we are live. I will be live with the Judge tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern for Gonzo and the Judge Sports Talk. 11 p.m. Eastern night on the Gonzo Sports Room channels, live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with that show with the Judge. And the next game we have is the New York Yankees at the Seattle Mariners. The Yankees are 1.5 run favorites on the road. They're minus 116 on the money line. The Mariners are minus 102 on the money line. So this game is close to a pick 'em. Over-unders at 8. I think it's gonna be a real good game. These teams played, last week, and the, Mariners actually swept the, Yankees. The Yankees, are struggling a little bit right now, but the Yankees are 70-39 over the season. They've been the best team in baseball record-wise all season, but they have struggled a little bit here as of late. But they're 70-39, 29-24 on the road, hitting 246 as a team on the season and have a 3.83 ERA. They'll have Talion on the mound. He has a 10-2 record with a 3.96 ERA. The Mariners are 59-51, 29-25 at home, hitting 233 as a team and have a 3.67 team ERA. They will have Gilbert on the mound tonight, who has a 10-4 record on the season and a 3.09 ERA. Yankees are 0-5 over their last 5 games as they got swept by the Cardinals over the weekend. Mariners are 3-2 over their last 5. This is a great pitching matchup between Gilbert and Talion. I mean, combined, they have over 20 wins or have 20 wins and only 6 losses. I think this is going to be a real good game. Uh, I'm going to lean toward the Mariners because they're at home and they had success against the Yankees last week. But what does scare me about the Yankees is their batting lineup. They're offensively, they can get going and score runs in a hurry. Sometimes the Mariners can struggle to score some runs, but I like Gilbert on the mound tonight for the Mariners. I'm going with the Mariners here on the money line at home. And I think this is going to be a low scoring game, so I like the under the 8 as well in this game. With these two pitchers on the mound, I could see that both offenses struggling in this game. So I do look for this to be a low scoring game. All right, that's all the Major League Baseball we have for today. We do have one WNBA game tonight as you have the New York Liberty at the Dallas Wings. Wings are 4.5 point favorites at home, minus 188 on the money line. The Liberty are plus 152 on the money line. Over-unders at 161.5. I like the Liberty at home in this game, or no, excuse me, the Wings, Dallas Wings at home in this game. NFL got preseason getting ready to start here in just a few days. We're 5 weeks out from the NFL regular season, and we'll definitely start talking a lot more NFL. Do have a couple preseason games this Thursday night as you have the Giants at the Patriots, the Titans at the Ravens. Uh, the Giants are 2 point favorites over the Patriots. The Ravens are 3.5 point favorites over the Titans here in the preseason games coming up. We can take a look at take a look at a few NFL futures before I give out my picks of the day. Okay, then the regular season. Okay, to win the Super Bowl, let's see what the odds are. Favorite to win the Super Bowl right now is the Buffalo Bills at plus 650. These are odds on FanDuel. The Buccaneers are at plus 750. Chiefs are at plus 950. Rams at plus 1100. Packers plus 1200. The Chargers are at plus 1600. I'll probably will sprinkle a little bit on the Chargers, especially at plus 1600. But I do like the Bills at plus 650 as well. Conference and division winners. Conference winners to win the AFC. The Bills are the favorite at plus 350. Chiefs are at plus 500. The Chargers are at plus 850. Broncos at plus 850. Ravens at plus 1,000. And the Colts at plus 1,200. I like putting some money on the Bills and on the Chargers there. I think one of them teams are probably going to come out of the AFC. NFC, Tampa Bay Bucks are the favorite at plus 340. Then you have the Packers at plus 500, the Rams at plus 500, the 49ers at plus 750, the Cowboys at plus 850. I don't know how you have the Cowboys in there. They're going to the Super Bowl. And the Philadelphia or winning the NFC, I mean, and the Eagles at plus 1,400. Bills are minus 220 favorites to win the AFC East. You have the Ravens as favorites at plus 160 to win the AFC North. Indianapolis is a minus 115 favorite to win the AFC South. The Chiefs are a plus 155 favorite to win the AFC West. Cowboys are a plus 125 favorite to win the NFC East. Packers are a minus 155 favorite to win the NFC North. The Bucks are a minus 270 favorite to win the NFC South. And the Los Angeles Rams are a plus 125 favorite to win the NFC West. All right, let's get to my picks of the day. First of all, I'll give you let's see, just one. Since there's only 7 games, I'm just gonna give a pick out for every game today. Uh, First game, Blue Jays Blue Jays against the Orioles on the road. I like the Orioles on the money line in this game against the Blue Jays. I like the pitching matchup with Lyles against Kikuchi. I think the Orioles have the advantage there. Blue Jays have been hitting the ball better than the Orioles. Pitching staffs are about the same, but Orioles have been playing pretty good ball at home. I'm gonna go with the Orioles money line there. The next game, I would lean toward the Mets. If you're going to take the Mets, you do have to take it at the minus 1.5, or maybe the under the 9. Uh, I don't give a pick out for this game because I'm a big Reds fan, so I'm going to be rooting for the Reds. So I don't pick against them. The next game I will pick is the Washington Nationals at the Chicago Cubs. I like the Cubs on the money line here against the Washington Nationals. The Cubs have the better pitcher on the mound. The Nationals just lost some of more of their key people at the trade deadline. They're 0-5 over their last 5 games. Nationals are just not a very consistent team. I like the Cubs here with Thompson on the mound at the money line. Next game is the Angels at the Athletics. I like the Angels here on the road against the Athletics. Both these teams have been struggling. They're both 2-3 over their last 5. The Athletics really struggle scoring. So I do like the under the 7.5 in this game because neither team are great hitting teams. But I favor the Angels in this game. Next game is the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Arizona Diamondbacks. I like the Diamondbacks here at the minus 1.5 on this run line. It's just too steep to take on the money line because they're like minus 245 favorites. I would also lean toward the under the 8 in that game. Then you have the Giants at the Padres. I like the Padres here on the money line at home against the San Francisco Giants. And then I like the Seattle Mariners at home against the New York Yankees tonight on the money line. And I also like the under the 8 in that game because it's a great pitching matchup. Look for it to be a low-scoring game. So to recap real quick, I like the Orioles money line, the Cubs money line, Angels money line, plus I like the under the 7.5. The D-backs minus 1.5, Padres money line, the Mariners money line, and I like the under the 8 in this game as well. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Don't forget, we're live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern with Easy Money, a sports betting show live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room, and also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the ASAP Sports Network. You can also find our sports talk show, Gonzo and the Judge Sports Talk, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 p.m. Eastern, live on YouTube and Facebook at Gonzo Sports Room, and also live on YouTube at the Sports Judge. Like I said, we got the pro wrestling stuff coming up tonight. We're going to have some pro wrestling interviews coming up here real soon. So keep your eye, be on the lookout for that. Like I said, both wrestling shows that will be airing live tonight feature the Pope, Elijah Burke, former WWE superstar. Also, the Russell twins that have wrestled on AEW Dark. The Isaiah Zane, who has also been on AEW Dark. Both shows were great shows. You also get to see Dex Royal, the highlight reel, JKO, Jonathan Wolf, IK3. A lot of great wrestlers. Come join us for that tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us again. We will see you guys tomorrow for another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. I will get the picks up on our social media accounts here as soon as possible. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Please like and follow on Facebook and Twitter. And please hit that subscribe button on the YouTube page as well at Gonzo Sports Room, and the same thing for the ASAP Sports Network. Hope everybody has a great day. Stay safe. We will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
All sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the diamond in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.